Howdy, guys. This is my attempt at mass communication with my family and friends and neighbors and coworkers and all that. So, I'm not used to this format. I'm gonna get better as time goes on. But yes, today was day 0 for my through hike of the Appalachian Trail. I say day 0. It's probably going to be day 0 anyways because I was going to do the approach hike, which is 9 miles. That would take a day. But apparently, the approach trail, which doesn't count as miles of the 2,194.2 or whatever it is, miles of the AT, a section of it was closed down. So I was probably going to have to get dropped off at the mountain anyways, where it does begin. The actual reason as to why today was day 0 was because I got there and the amazing people over at the Amicalola Falls Visitor Center were so helpful as to do a pack shakedown with me, which was incredibly intimidating. They were just like, take it all out right in front of the whole, it was like a class. I was just like, okay, because it was like 53 pounds, which is way too much. So I took it all out and they were like, all right, now show me everything and tell me why you need it. I was like, oh my gosh. And I did my best. And they had a contractor bag. And they were just like, you don't need that. You don't need that. And me throw it in it. They ended up taking 11 pounds of stuff out of my backpack, which is just insane. And on top of that, after the backpack was emptied, they weighed it on the scale, and it was almost 10 pounds on its own, which is, well, the backstory behind the bag is I got it. The story behind the pack is my friend's dad lent it to me, gave it to me, because he used it once when he bought it. It was top of the line when he bought it. When he bought it, it was in the 90s or something like that. And the technology has significantly improved since then. So they were like, yeah, you got to get a new pack. I went through some of my other gear. They were like, you need a new sleeping pad. So it wasn't so heavy. It still was pretty heavy, but it wasn't so much that, but it took up a lot of space in the pack. They said sleeping bag, all this. So they shaved from 53 to 42. They took 11 pounds off. That's pretty awesome. They gave me instructions on where to go, how to, leave no trace, all that jazz. That's which is very important. And they instructed us to go to the Mountain Crossings store, which is at the end of the Blood Mountain Wilderness section of the Appalachian Trail. And at the Mountain Crossings, they helped me get a new pack, ULA 63 liter. My previous one was 65 liters, so I had plenty of room. They helped me get I bought a pillow there. I had a memory foam pillow that I had bought that I'm sending home. Way too much space, and if it got wet, it would be so heavy. Excuse me. And let's see. I also got a new sleeping pad, of course. The other one that I had was about like this big around and this long. The new one is about this long and this big around. So it takes up like a third of the space, if that. I also got a pack cover for when it rains. I was going to use a garbage bag, but as I'm quickly learning, there is no cutting corners with this stuff. Something I forgot to say earlier too was when they were doing the shakedown, help me shave weight, I had packed 7 days worth of food in my bear canister, which is a lot of food. I had to strategically place everything. In fact, I had to have my girlfriend and my friend help me put it all inside the can because I couldn't figure it out at first. They had me throw 3 days worth of food in the contractor bag. They said 4 days was all that I needed for that section of the trail, and it really made a world of difference in the weight, and I was able to pack some stuff that I couldn't fit in it actually in the can. So there is no food that will not be in the can. as it should be. What else? Yeah, no, it was a really, really helpful day. And honestly, it was a blessing that I didn't end up having to hike today because, as I planned, because day 0 would have been day 1 and I would have been overpacked. It was torrential rain today. It's not supposed to rain at all tomorrow. And on top of that, I was so sick after my flight yesterday. And I wasn't feeling really that good until maybe 3 or 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon today. So yeah, no, it was definitely good. That my cousins, wonderful hosts, very generous and very kind, were able to and willing to let me stay here another night. And I'm very grateful for all the help that everybody's given me today. So, yep, that was day 0 of my hike on the Appalachian Trail. These videos are going to be a lot shorter going forward, but I figured I'd give a recap on why I didn't start today, so everybody's clued in. And yeah, so that's the end of my video. And remember, you can't spell Nate without the AT. And one last thing, I'm going to be showing the before and after and some of the pics today of my pack and just me over at Amicalola. So those are going to be next. I thought that was cool until I turned and saw this. Oh my god, it just keeps going. And this is, oh my gosh.